We have some more gymnastic strength work this week. We're going to be working on our handstands, a bit of pressing strength, and then a fun little AMRAP at the end. To get started with, for the warm-up, we are going to be making some differentiation between a front support and a plank. We're going to start with 1 minute front support hold, which is where our arms are straight. And then we're going to go into a left side front support for a minute, a right side front support for a minute, and then we're going to go into 20 down-ups. This is where we go from the front support, we take one elbow down to the ground, we take the other elbow down to the ground, and then we come back up to the front support. We're then going to go with 20 plank chest taps. This is where we pivot forward on the elbow in the plank until our chest comes down towards the hands, or a little bit above if you're not quite there yet, and then pivot back up to the solid plank position on the elbows. We're going to follow that up with 20 V-sits, 20 leg lifts, and 20 glute bridges. We're then going to give ourselves 5 minutes to find our max handstand hold. If you are at the stage of freestanding handstand, this is your opportunity to see how long you can hold that for. If you are kicking up against the wall, again, how long can you hold it for? Either that, or you're going for a wall walk, or feet on the box, how long can you hold that position? But I want you to try and strive for the most virtuous position you can. What I mean by that is, don't get into a position where you're compromising in your core stability or in your lower back to achieve a longer duration. If you start to lose form, come down. We really want to make sure we are squeezing our bum and pulling our belly button into our spine to be able to get a good movement going through this. To follow that up, we're going to do 5 sets of 5 wall walk. Starting from the plank position, walking the feet up the wall to the top. You might find doing this outside is probably a little bit more agreeable rather than getting footprints on your inside walls, but whatever you've got. Again, try and strive to get a virtuous position with this. Keep the feet together, walk them up in small steps, and ensure that you keep your bum squeezed the whole way through. Try and also walk your hands out on the way back down rather than just collapsing down into a heap. Always best to avoid that. To follow up, we have 5 sets of 5 dips. If you have rings. Alright guys, so we changed the workout after we filmed this. So the actual workout for today, after you've done the handstand hold, is going to be an at-home version of strict DT. We've done DT in the gym before. This is going to be a variant on the same theme. However, using equipment that you should have lying around the house. So the rep scheme is 21-15-9. The movements are going to be strict handstand push-ups, chair dips, and push-ups. So there's a lot of overlap between those movements. All pressing. So you're going to do 21 strict handstand push-ups, 21 chair dips, and 21 push-ups before you proceed to 15-15-15, 9-9-9, and that'll be you finished. For the strict handstand push-ups, you're going to kick up against the wall, go for your strict handstand push-up either all the way down to the level that your hands are on, or to some cushions if you want to scale it, or an elevated surface. Otherwise, go for hand release push-ups or strict push-ups on any surface that you need to work on at the moment. For the chair dips, you are going to get 2 chairs ideally, either side of you, and use them as a surface for your dips, placing your hands on them, lowering down until your shoulder goes below your elbow. You can use your legs to assist on this movement. However, if you want to do RX, feet straight out in front of you, heels just touching the ground. Otherwise, keep your feet behind you and use your toes to help you on the way back up. And finally, for the push-ups, scaling is just going to be either using an elevated surface or doing negatives. With the negatives, try and make it a 3-second descent, and if you need to, reduce the number of reps due to the fact that they're a little bit more intense. Once we've rounded out DT, we're going to have a finisher. This is going to be a 6-minute EMOM of 5 pull-ups. So every minute on the minute for 6 minutes, we are going to do 5 pull-ups. You can either do these as full pull-ups or you can do them as negatives, and lower the number of reps if you need to.